What shot? I haven't seen it yet. What'd you post? Dude, you're getting good at this, man. On Access Autos? I gotta give you a shout out now. Those look awesome. Wow. You know, I'm gonna walk out the front door, whatever. Looks so cool. If anyone's wondering what happened here, one of these doors actually fell. No one broke in. It just randomly fell. 3:55 in the afternoon, and all we've done today is had food and pretty much chilled at home. Gibbs randomly got the N64 out of my bedroom. He's hooking it up right now. And we're gonna play games.
Yo.
This is your first time on the Canon 80D, dude. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome to my life. My name's Andy Gibbs. Matt Gibbs on Instagram.
Follow him, even though I'm recording his back and I can't, cause dude, I got tucked in there so hard. I bought these two games so long ago and I haven't even played them yet. And we were sitting in my room last night and I realized I never hooked this thing up. I got it off eBay. We never really did anything with it.
Oh, I was like stuck on there.
They're like completely falling off. Sick. What the heck? You sure it's, is it not component?
This one doesn't work. So you have to actually go to the back, which is not a big deal.
Don't spin in it. Don't pass out. Alright, see that works.
There should be some.
Oh my gosh, dude. 1994. Dude, this is crazy. Okay, dude, this brings back so many memories. Dude, can Snapchat work?
Oh, what, am I playing?
No, it's just the... I'm first though, right? How are you?
No, I was playing.
The last time I played Nintendo 64 was like 12 years ago. I played it on GameCube. I played Zelda on GameCube, but I haven't played Killer Instinct since my brother played it with me in 1996. You just die?
No. How are you?
Spinal! I broke my back. What do you mean?
Oh, sure. Hey, yeah.
Spinal.
Same characters.
Dude, stop.
I love it. Whoa.
I'm just button mashing. I don't know what I'm doing. I did a backflip.
Where did I go? Whoa, where did I go again?
Spinal.
Damn it. No, no. Yeah.
Okay, so what I want to do is keep you guys updated with what's happening right now. If you can see behind me, that box, next level, that actually has all of my samples in it for Devoted Society. I made a video called Devoted Society with a question mark right here. Click that if you want to watch the full video. And basically my company is going to be a all-around lifestyle apparel company where we have t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, but there's a much more of like a deeper connection behind it and a story behind it that I want to really have something carry with when you wear the shirt or when you wear the hat that tells a story. And the whole story of it you can see in the video that I have, once again, right there. You can check it out. But right now, the process for me of running my business is kind of messy. It's kind of been all over the place. I haven't really been consistent with it, and I'm really trying to learn how to manage my business a little bit better. The goal behind it right now is to take much more initiative towards actually running my company myself and pushing myself a little bit harder. I've been slacking off a little bit the past few days just due to doing my YouTube videos so often and being tired and using excuses like that to really put my health aside and put my business aside. Two things I want to talk about right now: my health and my business. My health has been terrible. So gross. Not acceptable. I'm not cool with that. I want to get back to how I was. And it's really not too cool to put aside your health like that, where you're not doing a lot of activities, you're sitting at a desk all day or in bed, and you're really not eating the right things, or you're not eating enough. I've had different eating disorders my whole life, and I'm not proud of it, so I'm taking initiative to get back into the fitness game. I'm happy to announce that I'm going to be teaming up again with my coach, Pete Ciccone from World Gym in San Diego. He's in Pacific Beach. He has his own gym, muscle shop. He does coaching for athletes who do bodybuilding and competitions. So I'm going to start doing more fitness videos as you guys have requested. I really want to put more fitness stuff in these videos for you, for the crowd who actually enjoys watching that. I'll be talking about my meal prep, about the food that I eat, and also all the workouts that I do, along with another business venture of me investing in a very big company that my health coach wants to start, or has established already, but he wants to get to a whole new level. Over the next few weeks, I will be putting some new footage in these videos. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to getting back to where I was, being that happy, way happier version, way healthier, better looking, better feeling Spencer that I've been dreaming of being for the past year and a half, because man, I really put my health off for a long time and I highly regret it, which I don't have many regrets, but I have to really take more focus and take better care of my body and my health, because when I worked out, it changed my whole life, and I really want to get back to that. So, on a positive note, I'm going to go ahead and open up these samples that I have. I'm going to pick out what I want to choose for the first few samples and the first few products that I have launching sometime in May or June. It's too heavy. It's too heavy of a... It's not like California sweatshirt. It doesn't have any... I don't like this one. Oh, God. Oh, wow. This one feels really nice. Is this the same as this one? It's just medium. This one has the... Oh, this one feels kind of cheap. It's kind of like a weird material. I really like this, if you guys can see that. It has like a seam or something, and it feels good. It's a little dark, but it feels good. I like it. Basically what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to pick out these... It's a big variety of different sweatshirts, t-shirts, just a ton of stuff that I can potentially have for my brand in the future. I'm just sampling everything as far as like material, the type of shirt, and like the colors, and we're just getting like a foundation down. That way when we go into production, we can have an idea of what we want to use like 100% and what changes we want to make in the future. I know the t-shirt that I'm going to go with. It's a very nice blend. It's like a 60-40 blend, poly cotton. It's really comfortable, and the best thing is when you wash it, it doesn't shrink, and it's going to be a quality shirt that's a little bit longer. Hey dude, I just want to let you know that I got the package and all the shirts look very, very good. I decided that I want to go with two specific shirts. One is the... I believe, I'm not sure of the name exactly, but I'm going to send you a photo right now. And then also, it was asking me who I wanted to send that to. I was doing text to voice or voice to text. That was all typing to who I wanted to send it to. For real? For real. You're kidding me. I honestly can't sleep right now 3:39 a.m. I was laying in bed and I had so many ideas just like running through my head about different like business ideas and what I want to do for Devoted Society and different shirt designs, my company for my posters, other ideas that I have just like constantly like stuck in this head. I have so many ideas that I want to like execute and pursue, and I'm having like a hard time figuring out how to physically execute them when like I want to work full-time at O'Gara and sell cars for Lamborghini, do full-time YouTube videos, and get back into working out every single day and eating better, and having Devoted Society and having my other few companies that I'm starting. Plus, like, it's just non-stop ideas just flowing through my head of things I want to do. There's so many things that I want to do. Businesses and help with, like, different organizations and working with Alzheimer's nonprofit and just all these different things that I want to do. This is the kind of shit that most people don't see and that people don't share this kind of stuff. It's the frustration that I fucking go through every single night before I go to bed. Like, I lose sleep over this. Sorry if I was out of focus. I have 2 whiteboards that I used in my room before that were both sitting like, there's a whiteboard sitting right there. And I realized I had another one that was completely empty. And the next step that I want to take is starting to actually take initiation of making my ideas become a reality. And the only way I can do that for myself, the way that I learn, is that I basically put stuff in front of me where every morning when I wake up I see it. So for instance, this little dehumidifier thing that I turn on and off, so I have to turn that off. So if I have stuff right here, I usually will take my pills, turn that off, grab my car keys, put on like my watch, lotion for my face, body spray, deodorant, clean my glasses, grab a piece of gum that shouldn't be there, check my calendar. So it's almost like I have this flow that I go through, and I want to blur that out, sorry. There's my bed right there. And then I kind of have this flow that I go through, like read my calendar, put my belt on, camera bag. So I just feel like actually having something physical to look at of your ideas. You question yourself every day, like how come, like what are you doing today towards reaching those goals? Like what are you gonna put? How are you going to structure your day? What steps are you going to take today in order to get closer to that goal? And whatever goal it is, like I have a ton of goals right now that I'm trying to reach. I want to just make sure that today I'm going to do at least one thing to get towards that goal in order to slowly build what I want. I'm so tired right now, it's ridiculous. You know, there's one thing that I want to share with you guys right now before I try to get like 3 hours of sleep, because I have to be up at like 7:30 or 8 to go to work. You know, I've had a lot of people reach out to me. A lot of it's positive, but there's a side of it that's negative, and I never really like talking about that. Now, the reason that I don't like talking about that is because the fact that a lot of people can't handle negativity, and when they do, they end up closing. They almost like they shut off. I hope that you're watching this video because you're a person who wants to become either a business owner, or you want to become inspired, something where you want to start your own business, or whatever it is. You want to become a version of yourself, you want to become a better version of yourself. And that's what I want to do every single day. See, like when I wake up, I want to make sure that I know that whatever I'm going to do today is going to benefit my future, and that I'm going to have the best possible attitude towards life. It's almost 5 in the morning and I have not gone to bed yet because I've been up doing something that I've been meaning to do for a long time, and I really wanted to clear my whiteboard, put all of my goals, my to-do list, my concerns, my thoughts, my fears, pretty much everything on a whiteboard so I can see it every single day. Even if you're not into motivational stuff or business ideas or becoming inspired, if you just like cars, like that's cool too. Like, thanks for watching, I appreciate that. But that's not what I really want to get at with who I am and what I do. I want to share what it's like when you're at rock bottom and when you're at the top peak of your career, and everything in between. I want to share that, and I'm not afraid to give away that formula of what it's like to go from nothing to your definition of success, whether it means money, women, financial standpoint, homes, cars, watches, clothes, whatever it is. I want to be a person who's going to impact your life in some kind of way that you become inspired through what I say. There's something I want to talk about really quickly, and I know that a lot of people skip through a lot of these videos with me talking about life.
And I'm curious to know why. I was next to somebody the other day who was watching one of my videos, and he blatantly said in front of me that he's going to skip the part where I talk about life. And it really insulted me. It really hurt. If you're watching this just for cars, like, don't watch this channel, honestly. Literally go to the screen and press X out. Like, don't watch this video. I don't want you to watch it. I'm the kind of person who wants to be somebody more than just cars. I want to motivate people. I want to change people's lives. I want to have an impact on somebody's life to any magnitude, whatever magnitude that is, whether it's I help you through your day because you're going through depression, or I'm able to donate to your company because I see like it's a really good investment. I don't care what it is, as long as I can be a part of your life in some kind of way, even if it's just entertainment. If you guys are just enjoying my videos, like, I'm already succeeding at what I want to do. I'm entertaining people, and I'm helping people, and I'm making an impact on somebody's life. Now, I'm not asking for anything more than that. I don't want anything in return besides the fact that, knowing that I'm helping people's lives, that makes me happy. That genuinely makes me feel good about myself, and I love doing that. I'll do it every single day. But this is where it gets a little bit more serious. My ideas in my head sometimes don't work out the way that I want to. I've started multiple businesses where they've been complete flops and have not worked at all. And I've lost a lot of money, a lot of time, and sacrificed a lot for those ideas. But here's the thing. The good part is from everything that I've done, whether it's from 1 to a 10 on my effort level, I've learned from it. Whether it was a failure, a mistake, whatever it was, I don't consider it those. It's more like a learning process. I dropped out of high school when I was like 17 or 18 to work for a car dealership to be a receptionist because I saw that in the long run, I knew I would be able to become very successful at what I do because I'm very passionate about cars, very passionate about marketing. I love social media. I love photography. And everything that I do, I literally do it with my whole heart, with everything that I have. Because I live for this. This is what I love doing. And I'm on my own. Like, I don't really see the past 10 years, I haven't seen any of my aunts or uncles or anybody. I see my brother once a year. I see my mom once a week. I have a great roommate, and honestly, like, I'm okay with all that. Like, I love having that. And, I date occasionally, but not anything serious right now because I'm really focused on my career. For me, it's like I genuinely enjoy what I do, and I want to share that with the world. And there's a problem when you do that, when you get this reach of so many people. Right now, I have like 150,000 followers or whatever on Instagram. I have 12,500 subscribers on YouTube. Twitter, I don't have a clue. Facebook, I don't know, 20,000 likes on one of my pages or something like that. And I have like 5,000 friends on Facebook. So all those numbers don't matter to me. Honestly, I could care less. It's just the reach that I have is what I want to, is the most important thing to me. I want to make sure that I'm reaching as many people as I can with my positive messages to everybody about how to live a better life, how to be more happy, how to smile more. I had an epiphany a while ago, and I don't want to take up all your time in this video about me talking, but I felt like this was very important for me to share with you. When you put your life out there for the whole world to see, the whole public world, billions of people can potentially type in your name on Google and find out your social media, more about you, pictures, videos, anything about you, and they can watch and listen to what you have to say. And just knowing that there's potential out there that I can change somebody's day through what I do and inspiring people about how I live my life, not just about the cool cars. The cars are really cool, don't get me wrong, but the way that I approach life in this positive, consistent way of always being happy. And yeah, life isn't always great. Like, you're going to have problems in your life and you're going to have issues that you have to work through. But it's about how you react to those things that are thrown in front of you that's going to define your future in front of you. And I say that with like full belief because you can have someone die right now in your family and you could say, oh, I'm going to be so sad, and you get upset and you cry. Yeah, that's normal. That's normal for someone to be sad when somebody passes away. But the best thing about it is that you look back at those moments you had, whether it was 1 year or 40 years with that person, you gotta realize you had a great time with them. And when you think that way, you start to realize, like, man, like, what if someone died tomorrow? What would I want to do with them today? How would I want to spend my time today? Where, like, even if I died tomorrow, like, if I wake up and I have 24 hours to live, what would I do? Every single day, if you think like that, you really start to become more motivated in saying, hey, like, maybe I should hang out with more people, or maybe I should start working on like a goal that I have and just making baby steps towards something I want to do in my life, whether it's, well, if you're watching this, do you want to be a photographer in the car industry, or you want to be in the health industry, or fashion or fit, whatever it is. The beauty of life behind this is that you can do whatever you want to do. And people don't realize that. And I want to be that person that is going to tell you that you can literally right now, you can do anything you want to do. Anything that you want to do. Problem that falls into place is people create these limits of saying that I can't, and they say they're not capable of doing it. And you are. I promise you that you are capable of doing it. There's 100% chance that you can do whatever the hell you want to do. It may not be easy. Maybe it's not logical right now. Maybe it's not a smart decision, but you're going to learn from it. And this is the part that makes me upset. People are going to judge you no matter what you do. That's just a natural part of life. Whether you're promoting your life to 5 people or to 5 million people, there's always one person that's going to be negative or try to attack you or try to hurt you to bring you down. And there's plenty of reasons behind it. There's jealousy, there's hatred, there's people who just want to hurt other people, and that's fine. Like, I'm completely cool with that. Like, okay, if that's your lifestyle, go ahead and live that life. Like, that doesn't matter to me. For me, I'm about trying to better my life and better other people's lives in a positive way. Because when you live in a negative state of mind, you're constantly creating stress for yourself. And I don't want to live like that. And I did for a long time. I lived like that for like 10 years because my dad died and I was sad. It affected me big time. It pissed me off and I was upset. I wanted to be rebellious and do crazy shit and like just not listen to my parents and not do anything and become sad and eat food. And you start to realize, like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I blaming other things for my own actions? So when it comes down to it, it's like you really have opportunity to do what you want as soon as you find that mindset. And I had an epiphany recently where I became very aware of how I was living, and it was not a good way to live. I was living very badly and negatively, and it was really affecting my daily life, whether it was at home, at work, with girls, like with my friends, with my family, whatever it was, it really affected me. And I became so antisocial, and I became so depressed that I just stayed in my room all day. And I realized, like, this life is way too short not to go out and have fun and live how I want to live. And that's the problem, is that we create these boundaries and these limits, and we make ourselves feel like we're not capable of doing what we want when we really actually can. But the main point of that was to tell you guys that, honestly, no matter what, people are going to judge you for whatever you do. And it's up to you on how you react to it. There's going to be so many things that'll be thrown in front of you that it's really up to you on how you react to it. So it could be anything from like a level 1 degree to 10 on like someone dying to like you didn't get your homework done on time, or you didn't pick up your laundry or whatever it was and you forgot to do the dishes, or you forgot to do a project for school, or you had paperwork due at work, or whatever it is, or like you were late. Like, there's going to be situations that are different levels of stress or different degrees of just things that will be thrown in front of you, and it's really up to you on how you react to that in your own mind. There's a good in every situation, and it's hard to find that, and I can't just tell you that and it's like you're done, like you know it. You have to go through it to understand it. I think the best thing for me to do now is that when my father passed away, and when my family became distant and I became very isolated with just my mother, I never had a mentor. I never had anyone to really look up to, and this is what kept me alive. Like, I've thought about suicide before, and I wanted to run away. I wanted to give up everything I had because I was so depressed and upset and sad. But literally, like, my camera kept me going, because I knew that if I kept taking photos, and then if I kept sharing my photos on the internet, and I consistently stayed busy with my goal when I was 14 years old was to become a photographer. As straightforward as that was. I had no idea that social media and marketing and event coordination and car sales would ever fall into place. The goal is to be a photographer for me. That's what it was. That's what I wanted to do for myself. And I posted my photos online, and people said, you suck and your photos are terrible, and like, people get really, really blunt on the internet because they don't care. They're behind a keyboard probably in their mom's basement, like with living at home with mommy and daddy, because and they're mad about themselves because they haven't made anything of who they are. And we're the people out there who are trying to make a name for ourselves, And people make fun of that. And that's when you realize that those kind of people are not worth responding to, because you're better than that. Going back to what I was saying, that the camera kept me going. It's my passion. It's what I wanted to do for myself that kept me happy and took away my father's death and took away not seeing my family and not having that Christmas morning with all my presents on my bike. Instead, I was waking up to like not having money to eat one day and losing like 30 pounds in 1 year when I was like 15 because we didn't have money to eat, and sleeping on tile floors and not just all that stuff. Like, it puts you in perspective. It makes you think differently. Now, after working every single day with a camera, taking pictures, being persistent, learning not to set a goal. I learned not to set a limit on what I wanted. And I almost have a hard time telling small-minded people. I almost have a problem telling some people my goals of what I want to do, because they don't understand that every day if you work towards a goal, you'll get your goal. Literally, that's literally what will happen. If you work every single day towards something, you're going to get it eventually. It's just a matter of how much effort you put in and the quality of effort that you put in and being consistent with that the whole time. It's like 5 a.m. right now. I want to just say thank you to whoever watched that whole video. Honestly, that was really cool if you actually stuck through all that, because someone skipped through my video the other day when I was talking, and they said it out loud. They said, I'm going to skip this. It pissed me off so badly, because I spent a lot of time on these videos. Like, I'm talking to a camera right now at 5 a.m. when I have to get up for work in 2.5 hours. Moral of the story is, do what you want, find your passion, stay true to yourself. And honestly, you can say, oh, you're so cliche, or it's so normal, you're trying to be a motivational person and blah, blah, blah. And people have brought me down every day of my life. I deal with it all the time. I have a lot of people who follow me on my social media, and every day I get negativity. Every single morning when I wake up, I look at my phone, and there's something bad. There's some kind of comment that hurts me. But it's my choice on how I react to it. And I react to it in a positive way. I say, you know what, who cares? Their opinion doesn't matter to me. If it's coming from somebody who I look up to, maybe it's someone who I met, who's my mentor. Maybe when it comes from someone who you don't know, or someone who really doesn't matter to you, and even if they do matter to you and they say something that's negative or brings you down, you learn how to react to it in a way of like, you know what, I'm doing this for myself, this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Because you know why? It makes me happy. It's as simple as that.